Yo, what's up? This is Splendid Radio on Pharcyde TV with my co-host Jeremy Scipio
What's going on, people?
and this week's special guest, Mean Yasin.
Hey, thank y'all for having me. Peace,
That's
everybody.
easy. Was that the
Yeah.
correct pronunciation?
Peace, peace.
All right. All right.
Peace. I don't know how to say peace other than, I don't know. I'll be saying it different ways, honestly. Peace, 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 peace. But yeah, thank y'all for having me, yo. It's really an honor.
Oh man, that's easy.
Absolutely.
So let's get it cracking, my man. What city are you from?
Yo, I'm from Houston, Texas, Third Ward. Not born, but raised. Ever since I got here, my family, my father made the decision to move me from LA to Houston because we stayed on West 52nd Street in Hoover. That's where my grandma lives. So that was obviously dangerous for everyone who knows LA, you know. And yeah, came down here to Third Ward. Well, actually, we were by the Reliance Stadium first, but that was when I was a little boy. So I was like in middle school. I've been in Third Ward, and yeah, it's great. It's awesome.
That's a very thorough answer for where you're from. I'm telling you, people just would normally say a Third Ward and stop. No, that's the education. When's the first time you heard hip hop and what was the song?
Man, first hip hop song I remember is hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip. Everyone, yeah, come on, Dead Prez. Yeah, I don't even know the name of that song, but that's the first one.
It's called hip hop. Yeah, it's big in it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's also the theme song to the Chappelle Show for some reason.
Yes, it is.
I have another fun fact for you with the song.
Okay, shoot.
That was the first money Kanye West ever made in hip hop.
He made the beat?
Real.
Of course he did.
What? Okay,
oh, man. That beat is nasty, bro. That's one of his hardest beats.
Man. You know, sometimes you be questioning why people are billionaire, but when you hear information like that, you be like, all right, okay, I can see it. That's crazy.
Oh, man, I don't think, and it's one of my buddies, he was working with another rap group and he kind of brokered the whole thing. And so that's the only reason I know is because it.
Oh, you know some deep cut stuff, huh? Wow.
It was De La's manager. He hooked him up.
Of course.
Okay, word. So, question about Kanye, like you know how old bro was when this happened? Like, because I watched the documentary, you know what I'm saying? I just saw him on video.
I don't know exactly how old he was, but that was before. That was when he was producing. I don't even think he was rapping when he did that. He was just producing. So that was the very fetal Kanye. That was yeah.
That is huge though. That's like just because that song's very pivotal. You know what I'm saying? That's like finding out Kanye did Shook Ones or something. You'd be like, okay, all right. Like,
yeah, actually.
You're giving the guy a little too much credit now, man.
I mean, but I'm just saying that song's huge. That's crazy. That's a core hip hop song.
Yeah, that's a classic for sure.
Okay.
As a pillar, like on hip hop, hip hop was a painting, then that would be one of the main parts of the painting. Hip hop.
Definitely.
Yeah. Most definitely.
So I got one for you, Mr. Meanyasin. You coming from a younger generation, your ear is, I guess your ear is everything from brain freeze. What's the name of that group? Dead Prez.
So yeah, my dad had me on Dead Prez. Not really though. It was really just that song. That song was just in his rotation. See, my dad put me on game to all the hip hop that I know from a youngin, because he's always had a playlist, right? And then he'll listen to his playlist for some months, and then he'll get a new playlist, right? Because it's just songs that he's feeling, and so I really got his favorite songs. You know what I'm saying? Were my intro to hip hop. So like Dead Prez, hip hop, shoot, And something that really just came to mind is Frank Ocean's Nostalgia Ultra, actually. I know not exactly hip hop, but man, when that came out, he was streaming it big time. That mixtape was hard.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I grew up on Nostalgia Ultra, really. Like that was what I always was singing to myself for like some years.
Well, I think as the hip hop delegation, I think we would claim some part of Frank Ocean. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit. Come
Yeah.
on, yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
we'd have to claim some part. So
Definitely.
with your musical taste from Dead Prez on up to where we are right now in hip hop, Andre 3000 in this album.
Yo, I didn't listen to it. I'll tell you why.
What?
Because I'm a jazz. Well, I got into jazz heavy around the same time that 100,000 happened because I was working to get a scholarship, which I got this semester. You know, so I don't pay for school no more. Yeah, I'm in the jazz bands at TSU, the illustrious Texas Southern University. Yeah, and so I really care about melody because I notice when people play, you can really understand what they're trying to say as a musician based on how well formed their thoughts are. I noticed a lot. Well, from what I heard, I did not listen to the whole album. It just didn't catch me because there wasn't really melody. It was like mood music from what I was getting. So I was like, you know, I'm busy, you know what I mean? Like I have to study certain music. And yeah, it just didn't catch my ear.
I love this answer. You are quietly hilarious without even trying. He said, I have better stuff to do than to listen to a nigga play around on a flute. I do this for real. I've sacrificed my life and time. He just picked up the biggest flute he could find and like,
I like it.
So, hey, I low-key rock with that answer. That's like when people come to me and be like, oh, you know, I was thinking about doing stand-up. What should I do? It's like, go to an open mic. Leave me alone. I'm paying my bills over here. So
nah.
no, it's all good. I like that. That was gangster, bro. He's like, you play the flute better than Andre 3000, correct?
Oh man,
I don't play the flute. No, I do not play the flute better than Andre 3000.
Okay.
Jeremy's a comedian.
Like, I just picked up the guitar and I don't play the guitar better than Prince yet.
Yeah, but you play the guitar better than Andre 3000 plays the flute. That's what you're saying.
No, I don't think so. I've actually looked at the interview, him and Rick Rubin. He's been playing the flute for some years. This has been a long build up. You know what I'm saying? This is just his first.
I think it's like 3 years, bro. You good. I think he only been playing like 3 years.
Oh, 3?
Bro, he bought it on like he bought it like on like some regular site. Like Amazon. He bought it because of the way it looked.
Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, Facebook Marketplace, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead, you can flex a little bit. He ain't gonna hurt you.
Nah, all love and respect to Andre 3K, one of the best to ever do it. Like, bro,
play the flute.
I can't say that. I know some bad flute players at TSU. Shout out to Double T, Terrence Teagles. Yeah,
I like you because you keep it real, bro. Like seriously, that's a very unique trait in this world right now.
Oh, thanks.
Describe your style. Now it's on you. Describe your style.
Shoot, I'm heavy on hip hop. Even now that I'm branching out, hip hop influences. You know what I mean? Okay. Like the way I play the piano. You know what I mean? Like I'm heavy on the drums. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's my style. Pretty much. The drums are probably gonna be hip hop. Like I just made the first track I sing on, and like I took everything off but the drums. Just a slapping.
Okay.
Yeah, and just doing my best to be as authentic as possible with the funnel that I'm expressing. You know what I'm saying? Because I do this all the time. And yeah, so once you do something all the time, at least an art form, I feel like, well, fuck it, what other people try to do. I'm just trying to put not exactly what I hear, but exactly what I'm doing down without interfering with it.
We got a real artist in here today. Thanks, Smooch. He's a real artist. Seriously.
Hey, man.
Thank you.
He comes via one of my old school homeboys, man. One of the cats that
Yeah.
I keep up with. I I do not let 2 weeks pass by without reaching out to his pops. We go
Okay.
back and forth, and right now, to just go off the interview a little bit, they have one of my past projects going on. They got a fat dog with some tits hanging over at their house.
Oh yeah, man. Daisy.
Oh, you mean the actual
Man,
dog?
let me tell
Okay.
you what happened. Yo, so this stray dog came up on our porch, right? I'm with mom's on a trip, and I went with her on a work trip. I come back, there's this black pit bull on the porch. You know, he cool, he nice. I'm doing a little
Mhm.
too much, and he like, I'm a stray, runs away. But
Yeah.
eventually, you know what I mean? We get close, like me and my dog want to bring him in, but we can't. We have too many dogs.
Oh,
And
really?
long story short, yeah, we have five.
Mm.
Yeah. Long story short, this little motherfucker runs under the fence and gets my dog pregnant. Luckily, they're both pits. Yeah, he fucked my other dog, impregnated her. They was locked up. And that's how it happened. And then he left.
Oh.
He gone now. We don't know where he is.
Doing
Yeah,
what
so
dogs do, man.
I like I like this guy's style. And there you go, Switch. Yeah, that makes sense now. Yeah, other pastime. I got you. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's wild.
I
yeah.
get I get a
Anyway,
picture.
yeah, on to my dad. Shout out to my dad, Risky Cereal, the GOAT. You know what I mean? One of the
Okay.
best. Yeah, this real dude. Ask anybody.
We've had him
You
on the
better ask
show.
somebody. You know what I'm saying? Literally, you can ask few people. Like, oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so you coming from this young, fresh perspective, what's your favorite medium to consume music?
Title, because that's the subscription that I hold. Uh, yeah, that part. Because really, like right now, you know, I'm I'm a person who has considered himself an overthinker in the
Mm-hmm.
past, not anymore. But in that, I really understand that what I consume, it plays a big part in the way that I act. So right now, I'm just listening to Prince because I haven't listened to Prince's whole discography, and like I thought about what Prince has done, and just how great he is. Like really took it in. Like, wait, this guy literally does everything that I do, except with all the instruments. You know what I'm saying? And he did everything himself and made great music constantly. You know what I mean? I want to be like him. So I'm listening to Prince. I just finished Controversy.
Mm.
It's been a week, so or maybe a week and a half. So like, whenever I listen to some music, I'm turning on Prince right now, and then I'll go to Donny Hathaway after this. Find another
That's
great
where
person afterwards. Yeah.
that's where that artist tough talk coming from. That's Prince was the supreme artist, tough talk. So
Oh,
yeah,
dope, man.
yeah. I see where your inspiration is coming from. That's cool.
Yeah, he is, man. Yeah.
Yeah, Prince the realist.
All hail Prince. All hail the Prince for real.
Absolutely. Um, so speaking of artist tough talk, there was a podcast recently. It's funny, like podcasting, we need a viral moment because podcast is blowing up right now. Uh Yasin Bey, your brother, he formerly known as the Mighty Most Deaf, he was on a podcast. Forgot the podcast name, I'll bring it up soon. But basically the girl asked him, and it was a good podcast regardless, outside of this question, but I want to get your thoughts on Yasin Bey was asked what do you think is Drake's music? And he replied as first he said, "Don't do this to me." Then he was like, he described it as music that's compatible with shopping with an edge. First of
Nah,
all,
Drake would make him a guy's shop. Drake would make somebody shop for real. Yeah. Drake be
first I
flexing
like to
hard.
get first I like to get your opinion on what Most Def said, and then I would like to know your opinion of Drake's music thus far.
Well, I mean, I think Mos Def has a point. You know, Drake is a flexer. Yeah, you could shop with an edge to Drake. I'm sure Drake has inspired plenty of shopping. You know what I'm saying? Talking about buying girls the mall or whatever. Yeah, yeah. He inspired hella shopping for sure. Yeah, it seems like all he. Nah, I'm not even gonna speak on that. But yeah, what was the other question?
Oh, and what are you kind of answering it? What's your specific outside of Most Def's perspective? What's your perspective of Drake's music?
I think Drake has bars. I don't like how he's bit other people's stuff. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
That's a big red flag. Well, you know, y'all can look it up. He's bit a few songs. Like he's bit a few songs for sure. Like just blatant outright. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, you gotta be specific because I mean, this is a more of a deeper question if we're really gonna go here.
I got
I
one.
mean, we'll go
Oh,
for it.
what
Triple
do you say?
X Tention.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
That one
That
sticks
was
that's
out. That definitely happened. You
I
know,
mean, it's
but
a
other than that,
very, very,
I
it's
like
a
Drake.
very tough conversation to have, guys. Because a lot of the greats music they were taking stuff from other people. So you have to be very specific on what you didn't like being taken, or I could just break your heart for the rest of the evening. Your choice.
Oh, yeah, you heard me. You heard me. But yeah,
I-
X, Dram, you know what I'm saying? It's just hip hop though. That's never been done in hip hop. That's the thing.
what hasn't been done in
You
hip
know,
hop?
hip hop, you got to write your own lyrics. You got to, at least from my perspective, you know, you have to write your own lyrics and you have to
Everybody?
not exactly be genuine, but you have to do your work. You know what I mean? Especially if you're going to claim that you're hip hop. You know what I mean? You have to do the
Okay.
work and you have to do
Okay, so
your
he's
own thing.
he's not hip hop because he doesn't write his music.
I ain't say Drake wasn't hip hop. I
Okay.
said that in order to be hip hop,
Okay.
the standards are, at least in my mind, this is my opinion. You need
Yeah.
to, yeah, you need to write your own music. At least you have to have, you know, you say you hip hop, you had to have written some of your music. Jeez, I mean, I know, and I don't want to get over here and blah about other people. Next
can I
question.
can I say something to bring all
Go
this
for
into
it.
context?
Yeah. Go for it.
I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
Is Drake hip hop?
Yeah, he's hip hop by definition. Yeah.
I
Is
mean,
is he
yeah.
rap music or is he hip hop?
He's so hip hop is the culture, which includes different aspects. Rap is one aspect of hip hop, and he definitely raps. So whether you like him or not, or you like what he does or not, he does rap as an acronym, rhythm and poetry. He definitely does rhythm and poetry. By definition, he is
Wow,
rapping.
I
He
didn't
is
know
hip
that.
hop. Yes,
Wow,
he is hip
that's
hop.
deep.
So yeah, but you mentioned something that I think is a little more important, which is a little scary because the art of hip hop and how it evolved to this day, the root of it is sampling, and that's including words. So if one of your reasons why you don't like Drake is because he's stolen, I'm like, that's I don't know if you want to open those up, man. That's Kanye, that's
Well, have you
Jay-Z,
heard
that's everybody.
the song with X? You know what I'm saying? Have you heard that song? And then look at
I'm
me and
telling
Drake.
you, I'm
I
telling you,
have.
bro. That's so minor in comparison to the things that these other guys have stolen, especially
Okay, see,
Jay-Z.
y'all have been on the inside. I don't know. I don't know. I
Bro, this
just,
is just basic hip hop stuff, bro. Who you like? I'll just tell you the truth. Especially
I
Will
guess.
Smith. Oh my God.
Oh,
LL
come
Cool
on,
J,
Will
bro.
Smith.
These are
I never
everybody.
listened to Will Smith.
The successful ones hate this. You know how you heard the saying? They said, was it good artists create, great artists steal, or something like that? You
What
know
did LL Cool J do? You
Who, man, who said that?
that? Hold on.
Wasn't a real
Wait, the
artist.
saying?
Wasn't a real artist.
Oh,
That.
that's some old man. Was a great artist. Hold on. I gotta
For
write
sure
fast.
not.
Great artist
and
still.
when you
Let's
find
see.
that, spin it back to the LL
Pablo
Cool J.
Pablo Picasso. He's not a real artist, sir.
I don't know him. Like, you guys talk about, like, you
That's funny.
know,
He said, okay,
somebody
let me
like,
get the quote right. Let me get the quote right first.
like,
Good artists
okay, go ahead.
borrow, good artists borrow, great artists steal. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Pablo
Oh, good
Picasso.
artists borrow, great artists steal.
Yeah. Do you know who Pablo Picasso is for real, or you don't know?
Oh, I mean, I didn't he do the Mona Lisa?
No.
Oh,
That's Leonardo da Vinci. Pablo Picasso, he's actually known for those like strong caricature art pieces, whatever. But he's just, obviously just a super famous artist. That's all.
oh,
But go ahead.
he's super famous for sure. Yeah, but I
Yeah.
don't know any of his work though. No, I've just heard his name
Okay.
over
Yeah.
and over. Yeah,
We might
kind
get
of
our
like
viral moment out of you.
yeah, kind of like how I don't really know who Andrew Jackson is. You know what I'm saying? But I know,
The president.
yeah, the president. I know who's the president. You know, but I
I
don't
like
know.
this guy, man. Dang, this
Yeah,
might be our viral moment. He said Pablo Picasso's trash. Andrew Jackson ain't do nothing. Let's keep going, bro. Let's keep
yeah.
going, bro.
I'm trying to think of some really dope artists, like visual artists. Shout out to Charles Washington here in Third Ward.
Hey.
Super dope artist. You know, definitely. Yeah.
I got one.
Mhm.
Your Mount Rushmore.
Man,
If no, okay, so let me add some more context to it. What Mount Rushmore would you like to be part of? So create a Mount or a Mount Rushmore, and then place yourself on it.
I want to be up there with Prince. I want to be up there with Donny Hathaway. I want to be up
Mm.
there with Nina Simone. You know what I'm saying? I want to be up there. Yeah, just
This dude was
music that
inspired.
made
That's
people feel
beautiful.
great. Music that made people. I can't even say that. Just great music.
When he blows up, Jeremy, this is gonna be our viral moment.
Oh,
I know you got
absolutely.
me
He
talking
said
about
Pablo.
Drake and stuff.
Nah, forget the Drake. That's not even a big deal. You said Pablo Picasso. You said it's trash. Who is that? I don't know none of his stuff. What song he make? That was tight.
I don't, man. Come on.
But
I'm
no,
a Gen Zer.
that's a good Mount Rushmore though. For real. Like it's really like you could tell that you're like I'm not joking when I say that. Like I think is it's good that you have just want to be associated with like some real artists.
Yeah. Thank you, big bro.
What go ahead.
No, his you know, when he first started making music in his infancy stage, um, his father told me he was dope. But coming from his father, what went on in my head was, of course, you're gonna say your son is dope. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
then I heard some of the music, and then I saw the evolution of it went beyond just like making a beat or rapping. It like in a very short span of time, and I spent some time with Meanyasin, and one of the things that I noticed was that like he's one of those people that if it gets his if something pulls his attention, he'll pretty much block everything out other than what's pulling his attention. So it was no great feat to me that he's grown as fast as he has, like from wanting to make music and beats to really wanting to be involved in like jazz theory and playing the piano, like really and being able to do it though, not like
Mhm.
okay, I'm gonna ding ding ding, one finger on the piano type of
Oh
thing, but
man,
really
that's
understanding theory. So no, so if he's messing with it, he's gonna take it as far as his attention span will allow him to mess with it.
thank
Mhm.
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. I really appreciate that. And yeah, everything you said, like with taking on the ding 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 ding, it was funny when I first started playing piano. Like I had recognized that I could just kind of not ding 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 ding, but I would literally like think, okay, what do I want to hear? Or like, let me just play something good. Then I play yada yada, and people would tell me that it sounded good. I for some reason I don't think that a lot of things sound good, but I have to give them a few seconds, you know what I mean, to breathe. Then I'll go back and then I'll have a different opinion on it. But yeah, I'd say if anyone wants to start, you know what I mean, playing piano, just hit them keys. Don't know anything, hit them keys and watch. And like, depending on your mind, you will get somewhere. You know, you're gonna get somewhere, but depending on your mind, you can get somewhere fast. It took me a little slower because I'm stubborn. I've been stubborn. You know what I mean? I don't listen to people who tell me like things on music. You know, like my teacher, Dr. Lucian Zadaru, told me a lot of things. I did not listen. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, he's like, you should, you know, you're not very dedicated. I want to be like, I rap. You know what I'm saying? I make beats. But it's like, no. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I think it's hard to like get a grasp on artistry these days because you have a lot of technology, you know, involved with the actual making process of making good music, you know, and especially someone who's, you know, classically trained or even, you know, just, come from a improvisational background or jazz background. It's hard for them to go, oh, this is also a way to get to the same result. You know, I don't want to keep using this guy too much, but you know, Kanye, he doesn't really have the piano skill set, but obviously he made great music, you know, without it. So,
Yeah.
you know, there are back doors to the whole game, but you know, nothing beats somebody who can just, you know, you listen to their beats and then also they sit down, run their hands across the keys and can play you something good too. You know what I mean? It just make you feel like, oh, it makes the other product seem a tad more valuable, you know.
Yeah. I think you can add, I think you can add all the more soul. You know what I mean? Just anything that's more natural is gonna have more soul. It's gonna have more emotions in it. You know what I mean? But not to say that you can't make great music on an MPC. Like, come
Absolutely.
on. But
Absolutely.
you know, that's it for me. I just genuinely want to be able to express anything that I hear. You know, that's my goal. You know, I wasn't even focused on, I'm still not focused on graduating. I'm focused on getting as many skills I can pick up there. Because say I would like to change my major. Okay, I will, and I'll still be on scholarship and I still won't be paying for school. I could change my major 17 times and learn 17 more things. Because at the end of the day, I don't need a degree. I don't. Because I know what I'm going to do.
Yeah. I mean, you know, whenever you want to share, you just got some great news anyway. So I know you about to do your thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't pay for school, guys.
No.
We just got to keep him focused, man. What can pull his attention, man. We just got to keep his attention a little.
Yeah, man. I've been doing better with that. I was terrible. Gosh, man, back then, yeesh, really how my mind works. It's been a lot of work that's gone into myself. Like, but I can look back on that time, you know, when I was with you, working with you in your illustrious factory. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Uncle Smooch too. You know, he really does his own thing, gets his own money that way. But yeah, it was hard. It's been hard to focus, you know what I mean, for the past couple years. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite hip hop movie?
Paid in Full. But that's not really a hip hop movie.
No, that counts. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Literally is produced you know, by
hip hop.
Yeah, so yeah, you can't. That's a
really,
part of our
Dame is a businessman though. You know,
people
Dame,
be sleeping on Dame, absolutely.
Yeah, sleep on Dame. Shout out to Dame. Icon,
Hey.
for real. Big inspiration.
Shout out to the slapper of Henry Weinstein. You know what I'm saying?
He slapped Henry Weinstein?
Yeah,
Harvey Weinstein?
during the production of the movie, Henry Weinstein got out of hand and Dame had to raise up on him. So that's another little bit.
Okay,
man, okay, so
look.
Or Harvey Weinstein. I'm sorry.
Harvey.
I love Dame, but he got a little Cat Williams to him too. You got 20% is made up. I'm sorry. I love Dame. I love everything you say. I don't believe in this universe he slapped Harvey Weinstein.
I can see it easily. He going around touching everybody. Try to touch Dame Dash.
He raised up. That could be my embellishment. He raised up on him though. He did something. There was some physical.
He probably walked off set and whatever. But Harvey, you know, he ain't slapping nothing. let me not even say that. But anyway, you get it.
You was
No,
gonna get
he
dark
ain't
water.
he ain't slapping no Weinsteins. That's all, bro. That's all I'm saying. And live
Okay,
in the
sure.
without a lawsuit, get out of here. He can
Hey,
slap
but
him
I
now.
mean, if that happens, people can come up because he's been doing all these things, as we know now. It's
Yeah.
so like if I was Harvey Weinstein, and I tried to, I wouldn't slap. I wouldn't slap no lawsuit on him either. You know what I'm saying? Because
Oh,
that just brings more people, more attention to yourself, and you've been doing wrong.
To your
maybe.
to your point, Jeremy. I think it was maybe 3 or 4 days after the new year. The world as we know it changed. Um, there was this pivotal interview um, where Shannon Sharp was able to step into a space opposite of sports. And in that space, he gave this earth rocking conversation with Cat Williams. And so with that conversation, um, I hate to get caught up in the trivial stuff, but the whole thing is just so interesting. It's like a phenomenon. It's so interesting, all the different takes and all that kind of stuff. And I've listened to different people, say how they felt, everyone from comedians to non-comedians to older comedians to younger comedians. And I was listening to DC Curry. I listen to his show sometimes, and he was like, "Come on, man, Cat didn't read 3,000 books." So that was like, that was.
Hey
Well,
man,
some people,
I
but you
believe
know what though? But you know what though? People, there's so many different like comedic styles. People pick and choose what they want to like believe and not believe, hyperbole, all that stuff. I mean, come on. He said right before that, he said, I'm 100 years old. Nobody's like, Cat ain't really 100 years old. Then he said, I've read like 3,000 books. Like, come on, man. If you mad at Cat Williams, you gotta be mad at every black mother in America.
Well, I mean, Cat did run that 4-4,
Did he
and I
though?
was
It
and
wasn't
I
the
was
time he
watching the Mike
said, but
Tyson interview. He also said he read 3,000 books in that one too.
yeah,
So
man.
I'm not sure. Hold on, sorry, just
Yeah.
gotta put my password in. Oh, I got it. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure. But I do believe that he's a genius, and I can tell how intelligent he is. You know what I mean? Just by the way he moved.
He
I started
said
watching
he's
him.
not. He said that he doesn't have any mental like issues or something to that level, where he does appear to be bipolar. You know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Go
that's a
ahead, Jeremy.
stigma. I don't like to diagnose people. I like to have fun, but I don't like to
Okay.
actually diagnose people. But what I will say is that I'll say what I don't believe, and I just have to get crucified for this. I don't believe he hasn't been on any type of drugs. That's the only thing. But everything else, for the most part, if it's provable or, if he can, it's just, or it's up to speculation. Yeah, the drug one, I'd be like, he's done so many wild things that I would, I would hate to say he's a sober person, of someone
But
who's
that would
sober
go.
minded. That,
But that could
Mhm.
go along with an imbalance.
yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I agree. I
But
don't.
that
I
is
just say I
you're
don't like
right.
to. Yeah, I
Sure.
don't like to diagnose anybody. But if we're doing that today, I would say maybe drugs. If we're doing, you know what I mean. But that's it. Me personally, I don't. I feel uncomfortable saying anything. I'd be like,
I
oh man, because
mean,
but the fighting with a kid, going to Target, driving a cart, slapping an employee, it's just something got to be up. You either, like you said, bipolar
He was really
or drug something.
scrapping with the little guy, man. And I think the little guy whooped him.
He did. He had him in like a lock, like he got him like that, and it's just like hey
yeah,
man.
I don't
But
think God would like that.
I
I
just
don't think God
say
would like
I'd say Cat is probably 70 to 75% correct. Dame Dash is probably like 80% correct all times. That's what I
that.
that's my I put. He's a little more correct, but he's he embellishes as well. You ain't slapping nothing steam in America. I'm sorry. That's all I would say. You ain't slapping nothing steam, and you good. Think about what Kanye did. He literally he ain't because think about it, Kanye ain't even touch nobody. He
That was
just
crazy with the
proved
NBA.
he proved that JP Morgan and Chase, the owner, CEO of that company, that big banking company, also was on the the board for Adidas and called him out by name. And then all of a sudden he started seeing things. Then he got his account locked.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. They locked the man's account.
You
And
know
then
what I
look,
mean? This is
Kanye's
before
laying
the
back right
anti-Semitic
now
stuff.
watching all this shit happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Come
give you
on.
one. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll give you
Oh,
one better. And this happened like about maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. And it was so mind blowing that this should have made the kind of news that the Cat Williams news made.
Right.
Kanye apologized, man. That was amazing to me, man.
Was
That was
amazing.
that he apologized.
He's a troll. It's like his third apology, bro. Get out of here. Hey, a troll, bro.
hey, but I looked at that apology.
Yeah.
Did y'all see something I didn't? Because I didn't think it was really an apology. He said, "I'm sorry, I hurt y'all feelings." That's what I got from it. Which, he did say it wrong. Like he should have been like, "Oh, Jewish businessmen run the rap industry." He said, "I'm going third, whatever on Jewish people." That was the wrong way to say it. You know what I
DEFCON.
mean? But
He
everybody
said
knows that
DEFCON
fact.
3.
You know what I mean? The only people who don't know that fact are people who just, sleepers, man. They don't
Hey,
want to believe black people on anything. You know what I mean?
he said, "Hey, I'm a little tired right now, but when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3." And it was
On
like,
Jewish
yo,
people.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
He
that's
went
crazy.
too hard, bro. I like to thank the good folks at YouTube right now. Thank you for allowing Splendid Radio on Pharcyde TV to be a part of. Don't forget Leor Cohen, man. He's the head of YouTube right now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Really?
no.
Come on, man. Dame, all I'm saying is Dame Dash, I don't believe he slapped anybody in this world.
Hey,
That's all.
but Lear Cohen don't even know Dame Dash, so it's all good.
That's true too. Hey, he keep up,
That's
bro.
true.
Bro, he really
Yeah.
mess with artists, man. I can tell. He really like you going places, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Thank
that's
you, bro.
matter of factly. So when you were in your senior year of high school, um, what was the soundtrack going on in your mind?
Man, senior year was hard. Like I was really becoming more sensitive to like everything for some reason. And then, like you said, I couldn't stay focused. You know, what I mean, it was getting harder and harder. Because, hey, man, in my song, I said I got laced by Mexicans in my life in the novella. That was real. That actually happened.
Oh,
You know
good
what I'm
song.
saying? Yeah. So that happened, and then what do you call Hurricane Harvey? No, not Hurricane Harvey. COVID happened 2020. Hurricane Harvey was 2018. That was my 10th grade year. I barely went to school then either. That year was so much fun. But yeah, COVID happened, and then yeah, all that jazz. Stay in the house, start working on music more. It was really a catalyst for me. Yeah, to work.
But what was the soundtrack? Like what music were you listening to? What was on rotation in your mind?
Oh, all that to say, I don't remember. Probably like some Juice World X XXX Tentacion. I was really into them because they're really talented. You know what I mean? They're like Drake talented. You know, so I really they make some good music. At least I thought so at the time. Now I recognize the programming in it is like terrible, but it's still good.
Mm. Mm. That's interesting.
Yeah, I couldn't name one Triple Extension song or a Juice World song, but I know that what they were doing there were so many people that appreciated what they were doing that they were balling, for some kids, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
some very young men. I mean, Juice World, Private Planes, and
Yeah.
and like the
Have you seen the
following.
documentary?
Yeah, I saw some of it, but what I saw was kind of like they were the newer generation of the Tyler the Creators, kind of sort of. Not from the acting and what he did with the cartoon. It wasn't cartoon, it was comedy. Was it Comedy Central that Tyler the
Which
Creator?
one?
Yeah, Tyler the Creator had a show on Comedy Central. He was funny.
Oh, he sure did. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
Loiter Squad.
Yeah, so Juice World and Triple Extension, they didn't have that part of it. But as far as the cult following, like these younger artists with these super cult followings, like immediately on like, I'll tell you the thing that tripped me out about the Triple Extensions in the Juice World. These are guys that were very young artists, and like they could really perform at festivals and people know who they were, and not a festival at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or
Yeah,
3 o'clock in the afternoon. But these cats could go on at nighttime, and the mass of the festival would know who they were. And I just kind of felt like that's when I kind of had to just like step back and just say, man, um every way in your mind that you think it's being done, there's just a totally new way. You know what I'm saying? And a new following and a new energy, and just this whole other thing going on with hip hop. Like, and I one thing about the Juice World documentary, it was just fascinating how much money the industry was willing to pump into them. And I won't necessarily say the record industry, because it was touring and just, all these other things that went along with what they did. But it was just amazing to me the amount of money pumped into their movement, the interest of people to pump that amount of money.
Yeah. I'd say what I realized about that era, I don't know if we're still in that era. I don't think we are anymore. But that era was like it was a time of like sad hip hop. Juice World and XXX were like they were very emotional. Yeah, and especially in a time where, I would say, 90s to 2000s was more like braggadocious rap. Like, look what I got, look how I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. You see more like the more female rappers are like that now. But with those guys, they were like, I'm sure it's tons of others. I can't really think right now, but those were like the main ones in my head that were like, yo, this is how I'm feeling right now. I'm gonna make a whole song about, how I'm feeling, what I'm taking, blah, blah, blah. Even if it was hype music, it was still like more on the emotional side. So,
yeah,
I, I, I almost feel like them passing might have affected the trajectory of hip hop.
Marshall Mathers.
Definitely. Because what about Eminem? Oh, just him being.
But that was like he had his own lane with that because he was on some white boy stuff. You know what I mean? Like black people.
He was emo. He was a little mad guy.
Yeah.
But honestly, y'all, I wasn't feeling the emo stuff. I was into the hard stuff that they dropped, because they were really like, when they rap, like especially Juice World. Juice World could freestyle for a day.
He could freestyle forever. I saw that. Yeah.
Probably because he was on perks and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was just interesting. Like, I was watching the documentary. He'd do like 5. Like, he was just, man, all the time. But whatever. Yeah, they were just super talented, and I wasn't feeling the emo stuff. Believe me, I was like,
oh, really?
Now I can go back and appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's good. Like, it's really good. But I wasn't feeling it back then.
That's funny.
Not in high school. I wasn't mature enough. Now I'm 22. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. What's your process of making a project?
Just sit down and be moved. Do my best, you know what I'm saying, to not go crazy while doing it. You know what I mean? Because like you just, art is like, good art doesn't really come from the side of you that bullshits or talks to other people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it comes from the side of me that I don't even know how to describe it. I just do my best.
Let's see what Pablo Picasso has to think about that. No,
yeah, I think Prince said it best. Art is a success upon creation, or music is that's upon creation. Like you just did something that you were supposed to do. You know what I mean? But shoot, a lot of times I'll, you know, improvise on the piano, just play whatever I'm feeling, and then put drums behind it, and then go from there. But I don't really know. I
What
don't really have a
job is
process.
okay? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. What job is giving you the best life experience?
Gotta say, I'm working for my good old Uncle Smooch
Oh man,
Hey,
in LA. Yeah, you know what I
bonus
mean?
points.
Just to see you really doing it. Yeah, that was big.
all right.
Yeah, man. I haven't had too many jobs. Like I tried to get hired at HEB. That's a grocery store out here in Texas, a real big one. And like I, was shining or whatever. And I think I must have been in 10th grade. I was shining, but they had put me, because I was shining, they had wanted me to get a job that was over than the one I was applying for. But in order to get that job, you had to be 18, and I wasn't 18 yet. So I ended up with no job. And then after that, I was like, man, forget this. Yeah. My dad told me, probably not supposed to have a job right now. Probably not.
It's another Dame Dash thing. He said you don't need a job. Work for
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah. Most definitely. Work for yourself. Build your home. Yeah.
You've been talking about it. You've been talking about it a lot already, but I still like to hear if you have a different answer though. Like, who's your main inspirations?
Oh, big one for a long time, Kanye West. Yeah, he's dope. It's just like in the sphere of what I was listening to, my whole growing up, Kanye always had the dopest shit to me. Like when he came out with Father Stretch My Hands Part 1, even like The Life of Pablo, like the way that song, like it's crazy. The melody's crazy, you know what I mean? Just it's a really good song. And yeah, Kanye, for sure.
You know who he was inspired by?
Cool.
Pablo Picasso. Life of Pablo. The guy you said was trash.
Oh, yes. I didn't say he was trash. I said I don't know any of his work. Come on, man. Don't do me like that. His great, great, great grandson gonna come in.
Oh, that's funny. No, that's cool. I like giving Ye some praise.
Yeah, Ye hard. Some of my favorite producers right now, Shafiq Hussein. Shafiq is real, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say unique, but he is unique, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's real, you know what I mean? And he's releasing a lot of music. So I really appreciate Shafiq. Shafiq, one of my favorite producers before. I mean, and Prince. So Kanye, Shafiq, and Prince. Yeah, but that's just who I've listened to. You know what I mean? I just go and listen to everybody or anything like that.
Your most iconic moment.
Wow. Dang, it hasn't happened yet. I can't say.
Today.
Catch me in a little while. I don't know. I can't answer that. Most iconic moment. Shoot.
I'm gonna help you with one.
All right, sure.
Getting that scholarship is pretty dope, my man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a lot of fun to find out and see that I'm getting money back from school. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Making money big time. I'm a Capricorn by it's a heart, really. Like, well, if it's not to my goal, I'm not really focused on it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Dub Society, your connection to the Dub Society?
Yo, like I said, I love Shafiq. Shafiq's music is so dope, and Shafiq is a member, maybe even be the founding member at the Dub Society. And yeah, just everything I heard from the Dove Society is hard. You know, they make good music, high vibrational music. That's another thing. With the vibrations, like, man, I gotta say, most low vibrational music comes from people mimicking other people, I think. Because I noticed a lot of rappers just try to sound like him. You know what I mean? Try to sound like Future or somebody. A lot of producers just make beats for rappers, you know, and they'll be basic too. They'll use the same template on FL. Bang, there it is. Industry standard. So, yeah, I think that those of us who have it, you know, need to be real. And hopefully I can inspire some people to really express what their soul wants, you know, because I know that can be hard. Shoot, you know, I'm not perfect, obviously, but yeah, high vibrational music is key to helping humans, you know.
And that's why you need to go back and listen to your man Andre 3000's flute
No,
album,
I believe you, yeah.
because
I
it
believe you.
you know what? I wanted to be a hater, but I didn't have any reason to hate. I guess it was just a natural inclination to just want to feel some kind of way because of my connection to Outkast. And I was in my office one day and I said, you know what? You listen to albums, just put the album on and listen to it and just see where it goes. And I found myself relaxed. It was a peaceful little journey. It was like, yeah, I found it was a really good album. And I was like, dang, he did do something worthy of, he didn't do what the general, I guess what the mass public wanted him to do, but it wasn't a bad album. And I just read today that he's about to go on tour. And
Oh, what?
oh yeah, he's gonna go on
with
tour.
the flute.
Yeah. And the band,
Oh.
the band that he got together to create that. Genius, man. Genius. The marketing behind it all.
Definitely the marketing. I admire the marketing way more than the music, because he was able to outsell most modern rappers by not rapping. I think that's genius, you know. But I'll be honest, I wouldn't pay to see that crap. But
That's a trip. But hey, I rock with that. That's so dope.
marketing
Yo, you
wise,
know what? You know what's like people think is terrible, or at least my some of my instructors thought were terrible. I am known for not really knowing much about like not music, but like I didn't grow up on anything but hip hop. So it's like some seniors had in my school had played Spain by Chick Corea.
Yeah,
Y'all familiar with that song?
of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah, see, like that was like, woo! Yeah, and then yeah, I love that song. I love a lot of
So wait, when did you find out about that?
last semester. I didn't know that one. Yeah,
That's fine, man. You know, jazz go under the radar for a lot of people in general these days. So, you know, it's never a bad time, you know.
yeah, yeah,
That's funny.
yeah.
Yeah. What would your biopic, a bio movie be called?
A Hero's Journey.
Who would play you?
That's everybody's journey though. Like, I mean, someone my age right now, I guess. Ooh, I don't know. I'm trying to think of people who look like me. Kind of that
Yeah.
kid. This dude older than me. I'm calling him a kid. That's weird.
Yeah.
It's like this dude. I think his name's Luca. Some like light skin. He was light skin model. I think he has braids too. I don't know who would play me. I'll go back and play myself. They'll be able to de-age me, and I'll play myself.
Justice Smith. You don't look like him, but he's killing and everything. If there was a movie about you right now, I bet you he would star. No question. You know Justice Smith?
No, but thank you for even suggesting that, y'all. Yeah,
Justice
Monday.
Justice, he's in everything, dog. Justice Smith is Was it the Get Down? He was the main dude in that. This dude is killing it.
Oh, you
Yeah,
know what? I just saw an interview with him and it was making a little hoopla, but I know exactly who you're talking about.
yeah.
What's the best advice anybody's ever given you?
Ooh. Oh wow. Hmm. Ooh. That you can't force anything at all.
Hmm.
Even when you think that you're doing something, it's you, but it's not you. You know what I mean? You just have to um, go with it. But I don't know. It's weird. That advice though. That's probably the best advice I've ever gotten.
All
Oh,
right.
yeah. And hearing that I can do it and that I'm doing well. You know what I mean? It doesn't even hit when someone tells me that, but like coming from, a mentor of mine, just hearing that, and I understand why he said it because no one told him that, you know what I mean, when he was
Mhm.
young. You know what I mean? My mentor, Tex Allen, super dope. Uh, you might know the Allen name from Debbie Allen and Felicia Rashad. You know what I'm saying? But they're from Third Ward, and their brother Tex is a super genius jazz musician, super dope.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can check his records out. That's my friend. Um, yeah, he gets me. I love him. Yeah.
So, with you being in a high school and having to deal with the breakup of COVID and all that kind of stuff, and world being flipped upside down, just all that stuff. Where do you see social progression going in the next 2 years? Now that everything's opened back up, everybody's doing any and everything they used to do before COVID and more.
Well, sir, I know Texas has been like the most not COVID like place, even when COVID was happening. So really, like things were normal last year, completely normal. I was thinking about this recently. Somewhere, so in between a year and a half, in between this year and a half, things have pretty much been back to exactly the way they were. Some people, not a lot of people, will still walk around with a mask,
Mhm.
but no, it's pretty cool over here. For the most part. Social progression wise, I don't know, man. People my age have been on their phones since we were kids. So
Mhm.
some people are gonna stick to themselves. Some people are gonna, uh, talk. But I've noticed that like older people tell me that y'all used to hang out and stuff. You know what I mean? Kick it
You
and
caught you
stuff.
caught
Like
that. You caught
not a
that.
lot
This
of
dude,
people
wow.
kick it stuff. Yeah, no, like yeah, and I feel it because it's not even that it's violent, but it could get violent. You know what I'm saying? Like, how often? Say you was at a party. How often was it shooting? Was it like every
Man,
party?
you sound
He's
man,
he's a
that's
he's a
crazy.
troll. He's a troll, man.
Nah,
Don't pay
he's not a
Was it like
troll.
every party?
He's dead serious.
he,
I know this young man. He's dead serious.
he
Nah,
said he called us old, bro. You ain't even peep
Nah, but
it.
that's
He
the
hey
said,
man, y'all older than me. Y'all a whole generation or two above me.
nah,
Nah, I
that's
didn't call
so
y'all
hilarious.
old.
I mean,
Hunger
it's facts.
Games.
It's facts. It's facts, bro. It's facts.
Nah,
Yeah,
dude,
bro.
he's Hunger Games level compared to us. And when we talk about it, it's almost like we are talking about some dusty old books. And like, dude, I used to spend 35 cents, hop on the Torrance Transit bus, go to the mall to try to talk to girls. Like that
Oh,
was
there
Uh,
it is,
there
man. Let
was
me tell you.
no there
I
was
ain't that
no
old.
as analog as it could be. Like there was no you had to talk. You had to have a personality. You had to be kind of funny. You had to, show up. It wasn't these there was no MySpace. There was no Facebooks. There was no all these gadgets, and technology as far as interaction was concerned. we had to interact with each other, you know, and not to be the old fogey, but there's just a lot of apparatus for people to deal with each other without really dealing with each other, if that makes sense, I guess, right now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
definitely adds another layer to the conversation, but he still called us old. But let's
Nah.
move on. Let's move on to some controversial conversation because there was a topic that was raised earlier, and I just wanted to bring it back a little bit. So LL Cool J, they claimed that Rick Rubin stole the production patterns for Rock the Bells. You know, obviously pivotal in his career. You know, he's like, what's Rock the Bells? I get it. It's fine.
The
Whatever.
Bells.
Oh, you know, okay.
Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Come on, man. Until he has a whole concert series called Rock the Bells, you know. So, and this is controversial conversation. It's not anything proven here. Kanye got a list of stolen things, but it depends on if you're talking about lyrics or you're talking about production. I would
Let's
just
talk about production. Can you
production,
please
great.
enlighten me?
I'm glad you asked. Hit Boy recently was beefing with Kanye, and it was because of not being properly credited on stuff that he clearly made. It's not only that, it's several other producers that have issues with Kanye over that not being properly credited. But that actually comes with the territory. I mean, you know, that happened with Dr. Dre, Scott Storch, that's happened with just about everybody at some point, except for Timbaland. I've never heard anybody accuse Timbaland of stealing. But yay, Kanye.
Timbaland shit is hella unique. Timbaland is dope,
Well,
man.
he's sampled.
Thank you for bringing that to my attention. But like his sound though, his sound is like, oh, you know that's Timbo the King. You know, when you turn him on, his drums is different. He has his own groove. But yeah, he for sure. Yeah, definitely sampling.
I'm so glad you guys are okay with these people stealing because this next one is going to be the worst one. This is a list of artists or songs that Prince directly stole from.
Crazy.
This is just a list. Nothing's confirmed.
He's like a
I'm just
troll.
introducing the topic. George Clinton's Knee Deep on Jungle Love.
I can believe that.
The riff from Peach. It's an old blues thing. That's public domain. We can let that slide. Sexy MF sounds like a bunch of James Brown songs. Kiss uses the hooks from Papa's Got a Brand New Bag. That is controversial as hell.
Yeah. I'll say that.
Come on, that's crazy. Sign of the Times has the same riff from Whole Lot of Love. Alphabet Street stole from that's from the Beatles, but the Beatles probably stole it too.
Yeah. That's been done so many times.
The Beatles, yeah. Adore rips off You're So Beautiful by Joe Cocker. I don't know that one. Get Off samples Mother Popcorn. Seven sounds like Gangsters of the Groove by Heatwave, which that's pretty much the main inspiration of a lot of Michael Jackson's music from the 80s.
Ron Temperton.
Ron Temperton from Heatwave, yes. Delirious. See, I be knowing my stuff, man. Delirious is an old Motown parody. I don't know that one. Love Signs, Scarlet Pussy, La La. Oh, ripped off Atomic Dog by George Clinton. And yeah, Shake sounds like both Wooly Bully and 96 Tears. I need to know your thoughts, sir.
Well, I mean, I can't really speak on a lot of it because I don't know a lot of the songs that you mentioned. Like I said, I just finished Controversy. But, you know, to the point of Prince, you know, learning music in school, you learn, there's really, I can't even say there's not much to learn, but there's a set of basics that you could play off of. And those are triads and inversions. So there's only 8 triads in the root position. There's only 8. And then the rest are inversions. So you're either going to go really one of 2 ways for the most part off of the first chord that you play. So I could definitely see the same thing being done, especially like from Prince. Like I know that a lot of his stuff.
No, that don't work. That excuse does not work on Prince, sir. He knows 13 instruments. You're wild, so you can't outsmart us, bro.
Let me finish. Prince's dad was a jazz musician.
Yes.
But beyond that, I noticed when I was listening the other day, like these chords, are so basic, but
Mm.
Prince didn't think about, well, at least I'm thinking, Prince didn't think about what anyone else had done with these chords. This is what Prince is going to do with these chords. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what I mean by that. You know what I mean? So chords are not copyright because it's absolutely impossible. You can't copyright chords for that reason because there's only 8, really. There's only,
Public domain is public domain. You see, I have to let that
but
ride.
I don't know. I'm not letting Prince slide though. But I just from everything I've seen from the brother, I don't think he was biting people. You know what I mean?
I just say when it comes to music in that word stealing, that is a big convo. That
Yeah.
is a big one. It's so big. It's just like we got to decide where we want to go. But Prince is a great artist to start that conversation with because he's also considered one of the most authentic, and he is the most authentic. I'm not going to take that away from him, but man, I love that topic. 2 more questions from because we have a comment section that's been following along. And thank you guys because you guys have really been kicking butt today. Just the conversation was moving. You know, they really, yeah, they liked when you called it when they were talking about mall music. It's like with Drake.
Yeah, I can see that.
Let's see. Yes. How do you enhance your craft, and what did you do to make yourself a better artist?
Well, I decided that I needed to learn how to play the piano. You know what I mean? That's been the main thing. Like I decided that I needed to do it because I realized I had talent for it. And, talent wasted is like the worst thing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that part.
Blasphemy.
Blasphemy, yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the best thing. And listening, listening, you know what I mean? Really listening and looking at everything, every sign that I receive, in order to be who I am. That's been the number one thing for sure. Yeah.
That's it for the comment section.
All right. Well, nah, man, with that. Oh, so tell me this. Where can we find you?
Oh man, go to meanyasin.com, please. Just search it in your bar. You don't have to do anything special. Meanyasin.com. You can see a few links of mine there. Get to know me a little better, and hear the first song I dropped. It's on SoundCloud, and it'll be dropping on all platforms next month.
Hey, that's something to look forward to. But for the people in the comment section, I'm putting his handle in the comments. So yeah, go click support. You know, y'all seen you a beast, bro.
Hey, I appreciate you, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what my mentors call me, buddy. I think it's a good one.
But, oh, okay.
And for you, Mr. Scipio, Brown and myself apologize for not coming out to the birthday jam. You know what I'm saying? I was
Man,
I was out, man. It was the first downtime I kind of had in a minute, and I was just kind of like stuck. But we gonna pop up on you though. We gonna surprise you and pop up on you on one of your upcoming dates. So what you got on the calendar?
don't say that. You know I'm packed. But no, I got let's see, Friday. Just yeah, Friday. I'm at Haha Comedy Club, North Hollywood, 10 p.m. show. Dang, I gotta get my dates together, but I'm gonna be back at Laugh Factory Long Beach next week too. So I got you on that one.
Okay.
I actually did it last week. And it was a really good show, but I just keep it roll. I just been keeping it rolling. So I got you on the next couple of them when they come through. But yeah, the birthday was it was fun and success. You know what I mean? I was just trying to make sure everybody had fun, have everybody at one place. So, definitely the next one. But it was packed, pictures and video coming soon.
Dope.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you invited to the next one, Yasin.
Betty. I'll be there if I'm in LA. Are you in LA?
Yeah, I'm in LA. Yeah.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. He's talking about going to see you. Yeah. Okay. Dope. Congratulations. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes,
Hey,
my brother.
congratulations to you, man. Come on, bro. You getting the scholarship and you got stuff moving, you know what I mean? Like seriously, that's huge, bro.
I really appreciate that. You know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my best.
And he's his father's respectful son. He's not just he might be calling us old, but he's not actually saying OLD. You know?
No, I mean, it's a generational thing. Like y'all know things that I'll never know. You know what I mean? I know things that you'll never know, or I'll know things that you'll never know. Like it's just,
Yeah.
I really want to pull as much as I can from y'all. No, you know, not trying to
Nah.
sound mean or anything.
Nah.
For real.
We get it.
You Meanyasin, bro. You gotta be mean.
Yeah, I realized that. I was thinking to change my name, but it's like, damn, I am. People probably do think I'm kind of mean. I'm not. I really don't want to be mean though, but I've realized I'm kind of no nonsense. Like, because I work all the
You
time. You know, I'm a Capricorn for real. I was thinking about that
uh-huh.
today. Like, because when you read what's up with the Capricorns, they sound kind of mean. Like, oh, they focus on their goals and that's it. You know, they usually make really good business people, which I get. Yeah. Interesting how we
Man.
have 12 archetypes, you know what I mean, coming into this world that we could shoot down into.
Man, look, you sound like an artist to me. I could tell up top, you know what I mean? As long as you making gold, you can do it. You can be however you need to be. You know what I'm saying? That's all that matters as long as the product good. You know what I mean? So I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate it. I peeped it up top. I was like, oh, this dude he the real deal.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, well, with that being said, this is another episode of Splendid Radio on Pharcyde TV.